What's going on, guys? Techie Teacher here with another Satisfactory video. So today I'm going to actually have the goal, anyways, for this episode is I'm going to set a few plans here for our thing. So I'm going to actually go through, and I want to be able to get first. One goal we're going to do is we're going to acquire a chainsaw. His first goal, if I can get it, which means I will be going through and doing the milestone that will get me solid fuel and a chainsaw. And then next thing I would like to do is I would like to be able to unlock the MAM. For the reason for that is because with the MAM, I'm allowed to also now start exploring and doing research, field research, which will help with collecting items. So what we're going to do for this is, is this supposed to look like that? I feel like it's not supposed to, but like if I also got rid of that. Oh no, that stays. Oh my goodness. Cheers. All right. Yeah, it's good. All right. So we're going to start. We're going to do the, I would like to do obstacle clearing first. So we need 100, 500, and 100, which actually isn't too bad at all. The list needs 300, 300, 100. All right, so what's going to cost the most is going to be probably the screws, in all honesty. Right now, we're not producing many screws. So I did just collect a bunch of leaves, so I'm going to turn that, convert that into solid, into biomass real quick. But the reason why I want to go into solid biofuel is because with solid biofuel, I'll actually be able to get a more efficient bang for my buck when it comes to the actual fuel here. And once I get solid biofuel, I'm going to actually start slowly converting and making a mini factory that's going to be converting leaves into biofuel, as well as leaves and wood into biofuel, and then having it convert from there. What I'm probably going to do right now, I have, how are we doing the things? These are going into this, so how many iron rods? We're doing good on iron rods. We need 100 cable, 500 this, and then we need screws, which screws have not been building screws. I actually need to build another constructor, which needed me to make another, right. I need to make another constructor so I can make those screws, which means I need to make more iron plates. I need more cables, which means I need more copper, which means I needed to get that miner up there up and running. Cool. So we have some stuff that we actually need to do still, it looks like. Drat. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over, do I still have screws in my inventory? I have some, but what I'm going to take is I'm going to take some iron rods here and I'm going to convert them into screws for us, just to make life a heck of a lot easier here. And I'm going to get this set up and I'll be right back. Alrighty, and we are back. I've made enough to be able to produce four things that I'm going to need here. I'm going to put down one constructor real quick for this. That way we can get our screws up and running here. And at some point I do plan on converting I'm going to start making things into some factories here and getting this stuff a little bit more clean and organized. But right now, quick and messy is the way to do it, just so I can get everything in order for us. Okay, next I am going to start setting up, we're not producing screws because this does not have power to it, so we need to make sure we power this. So we have to find a wire that will power it, which is right over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this one right here, which then will hook to there, and then this one will also be our lead out here, because I'm going to start producing copper. And the reason why I want to start mining and smelting copper is because this way we're going to need a lot of copper wire, so it's copper wire and cable, so it's better for us to now get this produced compared to us having to wait from any longer, honestly. So production, we're going to make ourselves a miner real quick. Okay, this mines 60 per minute. Our smelter here will put our smelter down here in this open field. There we go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, running around and doing this. Alright. Okay, so this does not have power to it. It can hook up power, that way it gets running. Then I'm going to make at least one smelter right here. 2 smelters, actually, because is that that might be too far. Yeah, that's too far back, so it needs to go a little forward. I'm not looking at building any foundations yet, just because when I build foundations, I want to be able to... Yep, okay, that's what I thought. And these are going to do 30 per minute, so we're going to do this. But again, the reason why I'm not going to do foundations just yet is because with foundations, my goal is to actually have them, build for factories. That's what I would like to do. I'd like to actually just fully build factories with them. So until I can do that, I'm just going to hold off for now and just build by kind of field size stuff. There we go. Okay, so now all of these are making that. Next we're going to make copper wire. Now this is where things are going to get a little tedious. I have enough, I think I said, for 3 more of these. Perfect. So we're going to line one up. You preferably, if I can. Okay. So wire. Wire consumes 15 ingots per minute for 30 watt copper wire. So that means one of these will produce. One of these can be cooked up to 2 constructors, which will be these 2 right here. We're going to actually hold this one real quick, and it's going to be put farther over, more like right here. We're going to dismantle this. I know I'm going to have some raw ore in my system. There we go. Up, and we get to hook this bad boy up right here. This can hook up to you. This one's going to go here. This one's going to hook up to you. And then these, as I said, are going to do wire from this one. These 2 are going to do, this one's going to do 2 wires. Well, I can only do 1 though. And then this is good. And then this section over here is going to turn into copper, not copper, cables. So we're going to have one that's going to focus on producing our copper, and one that's going to focus on producing our cable. There we go. We do you. What we do? Oh no, we're out of cable. The exact thing that I need. Okay, so then we just let this, I guess, produce some wire for us. Which actually I do already have wire. Okay, so we're gonna have to go and make some more cable real quick, and then let's see, I want to make one more constructor. Actually, I need to make at least two more constructors, because let me see what goes into making cable. It takes 60 wire per minute. So where these make 30 wire per minute, this takes 60. So it actually would be better to do 2 more instead. Perfect. So we're going to do wire from this one. And then we need to create another 2. We need 4 more hard reinforced plates. Oh, I can't actually hook this one up for power. Shoot, that's a pain noise. You're idle for some reason. Oh, right, it's because I don't have you hooked up. Duh. Forgot that part. All right, so I need to. Can I build a crafting bench right here? Please tell me I can. Okay, I'm gonna build a crafting bench actually, like right over here in this open field. That way I can just not have to run back to base. Build ourselves our cable that we need. I'm gonna build a bunch more because I need to do wiring. I can make a bunch of screws. I do have a bunch of ingots in hand as well, so it's not the worst thing in the world to actually be manually doing some crafting while I'm over here. And of course, I do have the ability to make more biomass now. Oops, I overdid it. I only needed 4 of these, so that's okay. It's not too bad. It's not, too bad to have a little bit more. All right, so from here, what we're going to do is I'm going to hook up power from you to you. I'm going to hook up this splitter from you to you. Let me do my build mode you. Make it straight. Thank you very much. I'm going to build our second constructor that will focus on wire as well, right here. And now we're going to be using the next one that we have yet to. All right, a little fuse. Okay. So while the fuse is blown, I'm going to take advantage of this and make some more of this stuff. Do this. Boom, boom. Okay. And the reason why I'm doing it this way is I know I'm going to not have real much power right now, but that's not the worst thing in the world for me. I don't mind that. That's all that means for me, is that now I can do this and not have to worry too much. There. Snap. Snap. What? Oh, come on. And now it works. Okay. And then we want this to be cable. I think this is hooked up to power. No, it's not, so hook it up. I'm going to create this, turn the leaves and stuff I have into biomass. And at some point, I'm going to make this a little bit more self-sufficient in the way of just converting and self-producing its power. So all I'll need to do is just make sure I give it, feed in any of the wood and leaves that I get. And then after that, I can just kind of set it and forget it, and it will take care of itself. Like I said, once I get to solid fuel, it'll be so much better power-wise. But let's go collect some more leaves. Then we can make our way over. What is this stuff? Is this cop? This is iron, I think, over here. Hey. Yes. There you go. Come on. Almost got it. Come on. Get. One more. And go. Nope. Don't do it. Come on. Gotcha. That's right. I win. Okay, so these are impure iron ore. So this is where that whole, just like where the limestone is impure, this is going to be some of our impure stuff over here. All right. So I think one of the things that we can do, there's a few options that we have when it comes to power. Either we have to create enough fuel to keep feeding the current generators we have, or we create more generators, and what that does is it will actually have a kind of not inverse effect. I don't know what I'm trying to think of the word to use, but basically what happens is with the more generators that we have producing power, the slower we actually consume the fuel. They consume fuel. So let's say if we had 4 generators compared to 3 active, they're all producing more fuel than if it was just one of them. So it actually are producing more energy than just one of them would. So it actually slows the energy the fuel consumption of it. Boy, sometimes I just can't speak. Can I? We'll take sulfur. I can't do anything with him, but not yet.
Unknown chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state, and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate fixit helmets are of such high quality. Store this potential resource for later use.
Yes, for later use, which means I'm going to be researching it. I think that's pretty much what it means when it says store for potential use. It means for researching. All right, so we can see that even though we had the max amount of biomass in each one of these, we actually reached our threshold. So we actually have to make some more burners. So what I'm going to probably do is I'm going to make 2 more burners here, and I will be right back. Alrighty, and we are back. All right. So what I've made here is kind of like I think the word we use, I've heard people call this type of setup is called a manifold. So the way this works is we're actually going to first fully load up our burners here, and then afterwards what we do is we put all of our excess into here, and it will slowly feed out. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that it's going to feed and make sure everything is maxed out in every spot. The reason for that is that this will allow us to always have every single one of these feeding at an even flow rate without having to stress too much about making sure that the maximum efficiency in this is working, because these all are going to move at a speed of 60 per minute. However, the rate of consumption of these can change and fluctuate as we go through and start adding more and more machines. So what we're going to do first, we're actually going to put down 2 power poles. And the reason we're doing 2 is because we're going to put both planning for futuring as well as just only being able to do really 4 ports at a time. So I need to make 1 more cable. Okay, so now they're all burning fuel. You can see that it's all maxed out. It's not burning any fuel right now because there's nothing to hook up to the power grid. So we're actually going to make a new connector for it. I think this one's full. This would be the one that we would use, which actually we can probably dismantle you, hook you up to now this one directly. And then you still need cable. Yep. Well, then how much? And we are actually good on concrete, so I can at least drop off the concrete to the obstacle clearings. Yep. All right. So we're gonna do that real quick. I just need like 4 more cable probably. I think that should give us all we need is is about that much cable. And it's not the worst thing in the world because, again, once this is all hooked up, we should be making enough power to be able to keep our copper plant also functioning now. Okay, so now this needs to now hook up to the grid somehow. I'm thinking what we do is we might just... perfect, right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually throw down I think we need to throw one more of these down just because again, I want to plan for future stuff. So we're going to throw it right there. And then from there, we can hook it up to there. Now everything will get back up and running in a second here. Should. Oh, this is okay. The fuse box, everything is so turned off. And let's see. All right, we now have a max capacity of 120. Um, we are That's our capacity rate. We are currently producing 71 megawatts. Our production wise, it's that much we're using. We're consuming this much. It is possible for us to make it produce more, I guess. I think um, it is burning at a pretty quick rate, so I might actually have to build at least one more of these, which would require me to get some copper wire, which actually is going to come from over here. Which on our way, we're going to, again, keep collecting leaves, keep them going. The more leaves we get, the sooner we can hopefully get more stuff hooked up and get more power. I truly, truly can't wait to get solid biofuel because you guys will see soon enough that solid biofuel is truly like one of my best things that I always love using for power, just because the consumption rate of it, especially near like mid game, which is usually as far as I get, just slows down mostly because you're getting a bunch of other stuff. But okay, that I will put you two are both going into a storage container, right? Probably. Ooh, I can't make two of these. I will come back to grab more from you. I think I had more cable, so we're gonna just head this way, jump down, a couple more of these because I'm here, so why not? And run back. Okay. Power, biomass burner. You want it to be lined up with the rest of these, or rotate, so like this. You put another splitter down that's going to snap to both of these. Roll next to feed that way. I need more iron plates again. So what we're going to do is we're going to snag one of these, grab ourselves some iron plates from here. We are making plenty of iron plates now. Well, I say plenty. We'll get to a point where plenty has a completely different meaning to it. We'll do this, throw more biomass into here, so that way and then let this overflow. Once that we know is at an overflow rate, then we can now hook this up to the power grid, so just in case we end up building another one. There we go. Okay, now our consumption rate, we can go 150, and now that you can see that it's actually slowing down just a little bit. All right, so with that being said, I should have enough now to make ourselves some storage containers, which actually I'll probably do some storage containers down here is my thought. This way what I can do is I can put one of these as cable. One of these is going to be cable, probably the top one, because it's farther back, and the other one will be our wire, and our wires are going to merge together. Wire, since it produces at 30 per minute, and these move at a rate of what's the word I'm looking for? A rate of, oh boy, I don't even know if that's going to snap to it. Yeah, it's not going to snap properly, so delete that there. Okay, we have to figure out a new method to this. I think what we do is we make it a straight. Maybe if we put it here then. Do you to there. Yeah. And then from here. Boy, I can't wait to be able to cut the trees down. Alright, there's that. And then I should be able to oh, I don't have the multi-levels yet. That's okay. But we'll just do some spaghetti here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this, stretch it on out. Picture in the, oh, come on, you bean. Move it. I always feel bad for them because it's truly only one way to get rid of them if they don't move for you. There we go, bean moved. Alright, so I'm going to put it high up. This way I don't have to trip over all of them. Okay, so now this is doing proper production. We're making 60 per minute of wire we can use for things. And then over here we're making 30 per minute of cable. Right now what's going to happen is our rate of production, we're going to move at just an efficient enough rate, and we should be going down in this side because it's 30 per minute, so we shouldn't actually have too big of a struggle. The issue over here is this. This would overcap if we didn't take it out, I think. Alright, that's mine. But now, okay. So with that production now going and underway, now we can just wait patiently for some cable to come along, and we'll be able to throw it into the mix here. Oh, I'm already at 27 minutes. Oh, crud. Boy, this game making time fly by. All right. Well, we will have to continue where we left off in the next one. And yeah, if you guys enjoy, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Yep. Bye.